Okay, so I need to tell you something, and honestly, I think this is going to completely change how you approach money, wealth, and what you've been manifesting over the next few months. Tomorrow, May 18th, something massive is happening in the cosmos, and I'm not talking about just another planetary transit that comes and goes. I genuinely believe this is one of the most powerful wealth-building energies we're going to experience all year. Mars, the planet of action and drive, is entering Taurus, and if you understand what that actually means, this could be the moment your abstract desires finally transform into real, tangible money. Here's the thing, I've been watching the energy shift over the past few days, and I can already feel it. That restless, chaotic, go, go, go energy, it's slowing down. And at first, that might feel frustrating, but stay with me on this one. Because if you've been feeling like all your hard work hasn't been translating into actual results, there's a very specific reason for that, and I'm going to break it down for you later in this video. But first, I really need you to understand why tomorrow is so crucial, because right now we're standing at the edge of a complete paradigm shift in how wealth gets created. The universe is literally handing us the blueprint for turning dreams into dollars, but only if we're willing to work with the energy the right way. And if you're a Cancer, Sagittarius or Capricorn, I really think you need to pay close attention, because the astrological setup for you three signs is honestly extraordinary. You're positioned to hit the jackpot, and I mean that seriously, but we'll get to that. First, let me explain what's actually happening. The warrior planet is putting down its sword. So here's what most people don't realize about Mars. Mars is the planet of action, aggression, drive, and conquest. For the past several weeks, Mars has been in Aries, its home sign. And when Mars is in Aries, it's all about speed. It's impulsive. It's competitive. It's act now, think later. It's that adrenaline-fueled energy that makes you want to launch 10 projects at once, compete with everyone around you, and chase every shiny opportunity that crosses your path. But tomorrow, at 6:30 at night, Mars leaves Aries and enters Taurus, and I really want you to understand what that means. Because this isn't just a subtle shift. This is a complete transformation in how the universe wants us to take action. When Mars enters Taurus, the warrior planet is forced to put down its sword and pick up a plow. Does that make sense? Instead of conquering through speed and aggression, Mars in Taurus builds wealth through patience, endurance, and physical effort. The energy completely decelerates, and honestly, I think that's exactly what we need right now. I've been feeling this shift myself. That frantic hustle energy, it's exhausting, and for a lot of us it hasn't been producing the results we want. We've been running on a treadmill, working ourselves to the bone, but the tangible rewards, the actual money, the actual stability, they haven't materialized yet, right? And here's what I think is happening. We've been operating on the wrong frequency. Mars in Aries rewards the fastest, the boldest, the most aggressive. But Mars in Taurus, it rewards the most persistent, the most disciplined, the ones who are willing to show up every single day and do the unglamorous brick-by-brick work of building real, lasting wealth. This isn't about overnight success anymore, and if you've been chasing that, I really think the universe is asking you to shift your approach. Because what's coming is better. It's slower, yes, but it's real, and it lasts. Your desires are about to get heavy in the best way. Okay, so here's where it gets really interesting for me. Taurus is an earth sign. It's fixed, it's dense, it's physical. When Mars, the planet of desire and drive, enters Taurus, your desires literally become heavier. They become material. They drop out of your head and into your hands. I think this is the part people miss. During Mars in Aries, we're great at wanting things. We're amazing at starting things. We have all these big ideas and ambitions and plans. But how many of those actually turn into something you can touch? Something you can deposit in your bank account? That's the difference. Mars in Taurus forces your abstract dreams into physical reality. But here's the catch. It won't happen through shortcuts. It won't happen through speculation or get-rich-quick schemes. The astrological data is really clear on this. If you try to force it, if you try to rush it, if you try to gamble your way there, you're going to lose. What Mars in Taurus rewards is sustained, methodical effort. It's the entrepreneur who builds their business one client at a time. It's the artist who shows up to their craft every single day. It's the investor who plays the long game instead of day trading based on emotions. It's slow, it's steady, but when the results come, they're undeniable. And honestly, this was a big realization for me. I've been so focused on trying to make things happen fast, but the universe is saying, slow down, build it right, and it will last. The secret ingredient? Your body knows how to build wealth. So here's something I don't think enough people talk about when it comes to manifestation. Taurus rules the physical body. It rules the five senses. It rules everything you can touch, taste, see, smell, and hear. And when Mars enters Taurus, your body becomes the vehicle for wealth creation. What does that actually mean? It means that building wealth during this transit isn't just a mental exercise, it's physical. You have to ground yourself. You have to take care of your body. You have to establish routines that keep you anchored in reality. I think this is why so many manifestation techniques fail. Because people sit there visualizing and affirming and trying to high vibe their way to success, but they're not taking physical action. They're not building the daily habits. They're not doing the boring, repetitive work that actually generates income. Mars in Taurus is asking you to get your hands dirty. Literally, if you want to see your income increase, you need to optimize your physical routines. That means prioritizing sleep. That means eating food that actually nourishes you. That means moving your body. That means spending time in nature to recharge your nervous system. Because here's the thing, your body has to be able to sustain the effort required to build lasting wealth. And if you're burned out, depleted, running on caffeine and stress, you're not going to make it. The energy of Taurus demands that you refill your reserves, that you say no to things that drain you, that you protect your physical and financial resources like your life depends on it. And honestly, I've been feeling this myself. I've noticed that the days I skip my morning routine, the days I don't take care of my body, my productivity tanks, my focus disappears, and my financial decisions get sloppy. Does that resonate with you? But wait, Venus just did something incredible. Okay, so here's where the astrology gets even better. Tomorrow, just a few hours after Mars enters Taurus, Venus, the planet that rules money, beauty, and attraction, enters the sign of Cancer. And this is huge. Here's why. Venus is the ruling planet of Taurus, so when Mars is in Taurus, everything Mars does is filtered through Venus. Mars takes the action, but Venus determines what the action is for. And with Venus moving into the nurturing, protective sign of Cancer, the message is clear. We're not building wealth for ego. We're not building wealth for status or to show off. We're building wealth to feel safe, to protect our families, to create a home that feels like a sanctuary, to provide for the people we love. And on May 19th, just one day later, Venus in Cancer and Mars in Taurus form a perfect sextile. That's an incredibly harmonious aspect. It means that the desire for wealth and the action required to create it are working together seamlessly. Negotiations flow easily, collaborations feel natural, the things you value and the things you do are finally in alignment. This is why I think the next few weeks are so powerful, because it's not just about working harder, it's about working in harmony with what actually matters to you. And when that happens, money flows. The 3 signs hitting the jackpot and why. Alright, so this is the part I've been wanting to get to, because while every sign is going to benefit from this grounded, wealth-building energy, there are 3 signs that are uniquely positioned to experience extraordinary financial success during this transit. And when I say jackpot, I mean it. The astrological setup for these 3 signs is almost unfair. So if you're a Cancer, Sagittarius or Capricorn, or if you have strong placements in any of these signs, this is for you. Cancer, you're about to get paid through your network. Okay, Cancer, for you, Mars entering Taurus activates your 11th house. That's the house of community, social networks, and long-term goals. And here's what that means. Your financial breakthrough is coming through people. I really think this is your moment to step into leadership within your professional circles. Maybe you're the one organizing the group project. Maybe you're the one bringing collaborators together. Maybe you're the go-to person in your industry. Whatever it is, people are going to start looking to you, and that attention, it's going to translate into money. But here's what makes this even more powerful for you. Venus, the planet that rules wealth, is entering your sign on the exact same day Mars enters Taurus. You're going to become incredibly magnetic. People are going to want to support you, invest in you, collaborate with you. It's like the universe is turning up your charisma dial to maximum. And on May 19th, when Venus in your sign forms that perfect sextile to Mars in your 11th house, that's the golden ticket. Your personal charm and the execution of your long-term goals align perfectly. Financial opportunities are going to flow through your connections, your audience, and your community. But I need to give you one warning. Mars in the 11th house can create disputes over group finances. So here's my advice. Don't lend money to friends right now. Keep clear boundaries between personal and professional finances. Protect the wealth you're generating, because if you blur those lines, it could get messy fast. If you want to amplify this energy, I really think carrying a moonstone would help. It'll balance your emotional expectations within friendships and keep you grounded as the money starts coming in. Does that resonate? Sagittarius, your daily grind is about to pay off big. Okay, Sagittarius, this one might surprise you. For you, Mars enters your 6th house, the house of daily work, routines and service. And I know that doesn't sound sexy. I know you'd rather be out exploring, taking risks, chasing the next big adventure. But hear me out. I think this transit is asking you to do something radical. It's asking you to get boring, to get disciplined, to master your daily operations. And when you do, the financial payoff is going to be massive. This is an incredibly fertile time for you if you're job hunting, freelancing, or trying to streamline your workflow. Mars is giving you the physical stamina to outwork everyone around you, not through flashy moves or high-stakes gambles, but through sheer, consistent productivity. And here's the best part. On May 31st, the last day of the month, there's a full moon in your sign, a blue moon actually. That's the second full moon in a calendar month, and it's incredibly rare. And I really believe that full moon is going to bring all the hard work you've been putting in since mid-May into the spotlight, public recognition, tangible results, financial improvement that you can actually see in your bank account. But you have to do the work first. You have to show up every day. You have to refine your skills. You have to be the most reliable person in the room. And if you do that, the universe is going to reward you. To support this energy, I'd recommend keeping a pyrite stone at your workspace. It'll help you stay grounded in the practical day-to-day work that's going to generate the wealth you want. Capricorn, your passion is about to become your paycheck. All right, Capricorn. For you, Mars enters your 5th house, the house of creativity, self-expression, and what you do for fun. And I know this might sound counterintuitive for you. You're used to being all business all the time. But this transit is giving you permission to monetize what you love. The financial jackpot for you is coming through creative discipline, that hobby you've been keeping on the side, that passion project you never had time for, the thing that lights you up but you thought was too frivolous to focus on. This is your moment to turn it into a serious income stream. And I'm not talking about gambling or risky speculation. The 5th house can sometimes be associated with that, but Mars in Taurus does not support high-risk moves. What it supports is structured creativity. It's taking what you're naturally good at and building a sustainable long-term business model around it. If you're in teaching, mentoring, advising, or any kind of leadership role where you're guiding others, this transit is golden for you. You're going to see exceptional results. Your passion, combined with your natural discipline, is going to become an unbreakable source of wealth. And here's the bonus. Venus is entering your 7th house of partnerships on May 18th. That means you're going to attract supportive business and romantic alliances that actively help you build wealth. The people in your life are going to champion you. They're going to open doors. They're going to collaborate with you in ways that benefit everyone involved. To maximize this potential, I'd suggest wearing a citrine bracelet. It'll support your creative goals and help you maintain the long-term focus required to turn passion into profit. And honestly, I've been feeling the urge to get back into my own creative projects lately, so I think this energy is already building. The pressure cooker, May 26th. Mark this date. Okay, so I need to be honest with you about something. This transit isn't all smooth sailing. There's one day in particular that's going to be intense, and if you're not prepared for it, it could derail everything you've been building. On May 26th, Mars in Taurus forms a hard square to Pluto in Aquarius, and I really want you to understand what that means. Mars square Pluto is one of the most volatile, high-pressure aspects in astrology. It's a battle between the immovable object and the unstoppable force. Mars in Taurus wants to hold on, to protect what's yours, to maintain stability and security. But Pluto in Aquarius is saying, the old systems are done, the old structures are crumbling, you have to let go and rebuild. This is going to feel like a pressure cooker. You might feel an intense urge to force outcomes, to control things that are beyond your control, to hold on to financial setups that are no longer sustainable just because you're scared of change. And I think this is the test, because the universe is asking you to release, to trust, to recognize where you've outgrown your old foundations and need to build something new. If you try to force it through sheer willpower and ego, you're going to hit a wall. And that wall is going to hurt. But if you can approach this day with flexibility, if you can surrender control and let the transformation happen, you'll come out the other side stronger, more aligned. And financially, you'll be building on a foundation that's actually sustainable. I'm planning to take that day pretty easy, honestly. I'm going to give myself permission to not push, to not force, and I'd encourage you to do the same. One last thing, the ground has finally stopped shaking. Okay, so there's one more piece of this puzzle that I think is absolutely critical, and this is what makes the Mars in Taurus transit so powerful right now. For the past 7 years, Uranus, the planet of disruption, revolution, and sudden change, has been in Taurus, and if you've been trying to build financial stability during that time, it's been nearly impossible. Every time you tried to establish a solid foundation, Uranus would shake the ground. Unexpected expenses, sudden job changes, market crashes, economic upheaval. It's been chaos. But on May 17th, literally the day before Mars enters Taurus, Uranus leaves Taurus and enters Gemini. The ground has finally stopped shaking. The field is clear. And now, when Mars enters Taurus, it can actually build something that lasts. There's no disruption, no earthquakes, just solid earth. I really think this is why the timing of this transit is so significant. For the first time in 7 years, we can plant seeds in Taurus soil and know they're going to grow. We can invest in long-term projects and trust they won't get ripped out from under us. We can build wealth with confidence. And honestly, that feels like such a relief to me, because I've been so tired of feeling like the rug is constantly being pulled out from under me financially. Does that resonate with you? If this resonated with you and you want to see more content like this, I'd really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button. It helps more than you know. And please, drop your experiences in the comments, especially if you're one of the jackpot signs. I really want to hear what you've been going through and what shifts you start noticing over the next few weeks. Remember, this is about patience. This is about persistence. This is about showing up every single day and doing the physical work required to turn your desires into real, tangible wealth. The universe is supporting you, but you have to meet it halfway. Take care of yourself, protect your energy, and I'll see you in the next one.